Good evening. My name is Scott. I'm the campus pastor of the Daybreak Church located in Newark, Ohio. This past Sunday, a very interesting event took place. I've been debating about sharing it with the world. I've shared it with some personal friends and family, but I wanted to share it with everybody because I want to give God the glory for things that He is doing. To get all the details correct, I wrote it out and I'll be reading it to you, so I'll be looking down, and I trust that this will be a blessing to you as it was to me last week. It's entitled, Yesterday I Became an International Preacher. The date is Sunday, April 19th, 2020. It was an ordinary Sunday morning. Well, not too ordinary, but due to the COVID-19 virus pandemic, it has become a new ordinary. I arrived at the church building around 10 a.m. to set up my computers for my fifth online sermon through Facebook Live. By now, I have established a pretty good routine of the necessary actions to go live by 10:50. The camera is all set up in their proper location. The lights are on at the desired level. The PA is all adjusted and ready to go. My computers are all set up. The music is cued, ready to share on the live feed. And my mental preparation is set to share what I felt was the message God wanted me to share. I have been preaching on the topic lately, what direction are you looking at? This series of sermons was planned in advance of the pandemic situation that we are facing currently as a country. This Sunday's message dealt with spiritual warfare and how we are to be prepared to be able to stand firm against the attacks to our eternal soul by Satan. I had a rising feeling inside of me that something was not going to be normal in the new regular church service. As I hastened around the building, I kept whispering a prayer along this line. God, you got this, right? I don't feel comfortable with what is going on right now. Please do whatever you wish. Just keep me out of the way. Well, the clock strikes 10:50 and I hit the go live button on the camera and we are broadcasting through the Facebook world. I've always realized the potential of the broad swath such broadcasting could reach across the world, but that would never happen to me when I would share. I hit the share button on the first computer to share the broadcast from the church's Facebook page. And boom, it was going, and people started watching. Not many, but several who excited my heart when I realized they were with us. I go to my second computer to share the broadcast feed for my personal page. But when I reached over to the computer, I noticed it was not loading. I tried several times, but no success. Each try brought minutes down to the time when I would have to turn off the music and begin my sermon. Along the countdown with the countdown minutes, I could feel the frustration rising and the uneasiness in my mind. At the last minute before the time for me to start speaking, I shut off my computer, disconnecting it from the Wi-Fi, the Facebook feed, from the world outside of the church building, and I went to my place, began to share my message without a second thought about the non-connected computer. At the end of the sermon, as my wife and I were putting everything away, she mentioned that she noticed that I had joined the broadcast feed and was sharing it through my personal Facebook page. I questioned it, but I did not totally dismiss it. I began to search to see what happened, and there it was. From the shut-down computer, it showed that it was sharing the service. No way could this happen. I'm not an expert in technology, but I'm well enough versed that I know a shut-down computer, not just a closed computer, but a totally shut down and turned off, does not broadcast. I just said, thank you, Lord, for having it when I could not. I contribute this to a miracle working God. Now here's the best part. As I stated at the top, on Sunday I became an international speaker. A gal from the Philippines had caught the feed from my personal Facebook page, from my computer that was shut down. And no, she's not on my friends list. I've never heard of her or seen anything about her before. But there she was, watching the live feed from my page. To top this off, she had created a watch party of the feed. I don't know how many people were in the watch party, but it was happening. Now, I may not have put all these things together in a proper order and got everything exactly right, but from what I can tell from my limited knowledge, I was reaching out to the Philippines through a totally, completely shut down computer, disconnected laptop computer. Yes, I dare to say God did have it under control. Who knows how many lives were touched Sunday across the miles of ocean to that small country on the other side of the world? Oh, yeah, one last thought. They're 12 hours ahead of us here in Ohio. So it was almost 11 o'clock, going on the midnight hour, that she caught me. Glory be to God.